You know what? We can improve this video. First, I can ask you to introduce yourself. It'd be nice if you can just tell in 2 sentences that where you came from and what kind of lectures did you attend earlier and why did you choose this?
Okay, so I'm suddenly appearing in videos. No. You know, I will just sit, look at the camera, say something like hello, and then...
Hello, I will introduce the cutest, smartest exchange student for you ever.
No,
okay, more serious.
Yeah, this is serious.
No, but it's not serious. And it's already like... Okay.
Isn't the rubbish bin visible?
No. Oh, yes. It's okay.
I can jump from the rubbish bin. You've never met these people, aren't you? And now I will show you the true Belarusian, like, human being. They exist. I met one.
Okay, guys.
No, serious.
The fun fact of the Minerva, that it's Minerva is famous for the diversity, and we are lucky to have one girl from Belarus. So let me introduce the first Belarus girl here who will let you know more about the internships and exchange opportunities.
Hello. So, my name is Maria. I was born in Belarus, in the small town, but Brest. And I'm studying currently in Poland and doing my exchange semester here in Minerva Academy of Art. So I'm a real Belarusian person. You probably never met before, like in Hungary or anywhere, except Belarus, of course, but yeah, I'm real.
I'm lucky to have you here now.
Yes, sure.
So the reason or the aim of the video is to encourage the students at home and in let's say in Eastern Europe to apply for exchange opportunities and a bit make it more clear what kind of opportunities do we have with the exchange, and it's not just a short-term period of our life when we can have experience. It's more, and it can open up more opportunities furthermore.
Yeah, well, I'm truly agreeing this because when you should not think about Erasmus as something that will end and you will come back. You should think about as time that you have, the chance that you can try something new, and this something new could be your permanent. It's like a saying that everything that you think is temporary could become permanent really easily. So for us, for example, because we want to stay after our Erasmus exchange and continue our studies here and graduate from these academies. So I guess it's a very good way to think about this, like a way to see of new opportunities here as an exchange.
Yeah, because now a lot of deadline coming soon, and we thought that that's the latest time, let's say, and a kind of last chance to explain to you what else can be an exchange and why you should try and why you have to take part in this journey. So the reason why we want to stay longer, it's kind of different, but in a way it's the same. So we found new design thinking. We think here by how they managing their everyday life, how they improve their projects, and it's something that you can just learn if you are studying abroad. So with this experience, that you can reach those levels in your professional life that you never thought before.
Yeah, because every university is different. They have different teachers, different approaches, different system, different classes, different assessment. Everything is different here, and that's very good because you have some knowledge that you gain at your university, and here it's completely different. So you have opportunities to study in 2 places. Like there's like new knowledge waiting for you here, and you should not be afraid that you don't know something. Just go and try.
Yeah, we already talked about that. What can be the difficulty or why a lot of students afraid to apply, and like I think there is two existing groups. Like one group want to go abroad because they want to improve those skills which like
They already have?
and
Yeah.
on the other hand, there is some opportunities which is connected to universities. For instance, in my university, there is no electronic workshops and metal workshops. So if I wanted to improve those skills, I should come here and learn these things here. So that's why I came here. But it can like frighten some student in a way because like if you apply for an exchange, then you already should pass the first year. So after one year you are allowed to apply. So it means that if you want to join for a group, that group already have that experience.
Yeah, you need to work a bit harder, but that's worth it. It's not the point. It should not be fear because they don't know things that you know. And exchange means when you're exchanging knowledge. So it's not like you're having nothing, like you don't know nothing, because it's impossible if you're studying at your university. Any knowledge is useless. It's useful in anything, so you can also teach your fellow students some things that they don't know. And that's totally fine. I mean, you shouldn't be scared because no one will judge you that you don't know something. That's like the system works in this university. They are give you assessment by not compared to other students, but to your previous one. So you set learning goals, and if you achieve or if you don't achieve them. So we set up our learning goals to know basics, and if we manage to know basics, that's very good. So we are at the same level as people who wanted to know professional and they succeeded in this. So everything depends on your learning goals and what do you want to achieve. I guess that's how it works. So I'm not sure that someone should be scared that they don't know something, because they can also learn it.
Of course, that's one thing that I really appreciated when we came here and we had to write the learning goals. And I remember that first, my learning goal was totally different what the teachers expected for me, and I could learn a lot about it. That if you have skills, you should be proud of those and you can combine it. And that's why I really wanted to ask you to help me to explain the whole way of thinking here, because it's something that you really have to know, that the exchange means that you also take something
from your uni. Don't be ashamed of your university. Don't be like, oh, this university is so cool, and if I will come here, they will treat me like I'm some kind of like idiot or what. Of course not. I mean, if they saw your portfolio, if you're an art student, for example, if they saw that you are capable of doing things, if you're capable of learning, so they accepted you. And of course you will never know until you send this portfolio, so you should apply first and not be scared that some university could be too good for you. It's not how it works. Never, ever. So
yeah, I remember how proud was I when the classmates asked me about what kind of software do I use, and I said that we learned Rhino in Hungary, and everybody was like impressed, and I got a kind of nice feedback that it's good to know this software, and I could say thank you for my university. So it's something that you always have to keep in your mind. And the other thing that maybe we should mention, that the language.
Oh yeah, because of course at your home university you speak your native language. In my case not, because I'm from Belarus, but I'm studying in Polish, and Polish is my second language. But when you come on exchange, and I think the majority of universities, they don't need the knowledge of native language of the country you are coming to, except sometimes you need to check Germany, France and Portugal, but the knowledge of English is totally enough, because all professors, they can speak English. Every documents, correspondence, mailing, everything is in English, so that's not a problem. And if you hear that some professor speaks Dutch, like in our cases to students, don't be afraid to ask to repeat to you in English. Everyone is kind. So if you see that university doesn't need a good knowledge, even basic knowledge of the native language, just apply. And also you should check if the university is good enough to know English, because in some countries that happened. And even if you don't know English very well, there are a lot of platforms, because if you are accepted to exchange, you still have time till the beginning of exchange to improve your English skills. And it's not necessarily be like native British London speaker. It could be some basic which you can improve. The most important part is that you're willing to do something, and if you're hardworking, everything will come to you. Don't be lazy, don't be afraid. Yeah, this out. Workers, fellow students coming.
Yeah, and it's already 5:30, so good to know that a lot of students are still busy.
Yeah, the academy working till 9:30, so I'm actually leaving here. That's why I like it so much. They can stay here till 9:30 and work on my stuff. Yeah, I think it's really good. That's like the proof that we really enjoyed it. Really. Yeah. And hopefully we'll enjoy the next semester as well. Hopefully, yes.
Yeah, actually, one thing that I could add to the language part is that when you will move to abroad, so you will be accepted for the exchange, you are still able to enroll for language courses. So if you feel that your language knowledge is not enough, you can start to practice that language, that is the educational language, parallel with your other lectures. So it's also an opportunity for all the exchange students, and I think it's
very good.
It's not just good, but moreover it's free, I think.
Yeah, in our case it's free, so we have opportunity to learn the language of the country we're studying, so we can, I think, communicate better maybe with our Dutch friends, and I think it's very good.
Yeah, but also the educational language is available if you move here, so you can improve that one. And of course, if you want to feel yourself more like
local,
like if you want to feel that you are really a part of the Dutch culture, then
you can learn Dutch. But everyone here is speaking English.
Yeah,
everyone. I like literally everyone. Everyone loves us here. Everyone cares about us. Like the way, even like there are a lot of paperwork when you're trying to apply, but you should not be afraid, because here are people who will literally like take this journey with you. They will explain you all like document stuff. They will organize meetings for you. They will invite you for the Dutch breakfast. They will show you the basic of the culture. Because exchange students is also good for you, but they're also good for them, because they have new minds and new ideas at their culture, at their university. So exchange is never bad for anyone. I mean, there is no people who are disappointed in exchange, and there are also no universities that say, oh, the students, we should not have accepted them. No, it's never happened. Never. Everyone is proud to have exchange students, and also I think we as exchange students are proud to be here.
Of course. Best part of my life.
Yes, actually, we will never regret this.
I'm very, very grateful to all the people who support this opportunity from my community side, all the people who take care of the documentaries at home, all the teachers, the family, like everybody who let me to be here. And those who will let me to stay longer.
Yes, it's definitely an unforgettable experience. And even if there are some complications, you should never be afraid of, because there is no unsolvable things in Erasmus. It's not that easy, it's not that hard, it's just something you should do to be happier, because I think Erasmus makes every people happier.
And also the Erasmus opportunity, or whatever exchange you can choose from your home university, you have to keep in your mind that all these experiences are kind of reputation for you, or it's a kind of ranking for you.
international environment, it's
So
always
if
something.
you will write it down into in your CV later on, it can help you to find a new scholarship. So it can cause a kind of
circle of
circle.
exchanges.
Yes, a lot of support, step by step. So you will be able to build up a kind of financial support system for yourself with the scholarship. Because after that, if you want to apply for a master course, I'm pretty sure that the fact that you already studied in two different
It
universities.
will be very important
And you can have a lot of recommendation
because
as well.
it's experience. So every experience is counting, and international exchange it's like starting completely new things. So it's new experience which will be really, really appreciated by all internship studios, workers, everyone. Because if you manage to go to Erasmus, do all paperwork and be still successful here to do your own stuff good, it counting really, really, I think. So never be afraid, just go. Yeah.
Be proud of yourself. Be proud of your work that you already did, and
apply quickly.
apply
Just
as soon as possible.
choose good university. Choose good university. Search the pages.
Choose wisely.
Yes, but not be like afraid that you've never been into this country. I've never been to Netherlands.
Yeah, we just came here because we really fell in love with the institution and the opportunities here. So if you never visited the country that you choose, it's not a problem.
Don't stress. Geen stress. This is tot ziens.
Doei.
Doei.
Thank you.